set series. The team sealed is over, and we have our champions. Honestly, I think a lot of people might have called it. Were you guys confident going into the event?
Shout out to Yelger.
Yelger? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were pretty confident.
I guess I get to hand you this officially. I'll go ahead and relieve myself of that burden. You guys have a shiny cup. You'll have to chop it up or melt it down into teacups or something. I don't know. That's on you guys.
I think Owen's going to take it.
Maybe.
We got to get 2 more. Or we got to get 2
Or
more.
you gotta get 2 more. Providence is right around the corner.
It's a work in progress.
All right. So, what do you think you learned about the format over the course of this event that might help you in Providence?
Man, there's a lot. Just from the level of like interesting plays that could come up to like the way you approach the whole deck building process. It's like everything.
Absolutely.
But I felt like we did a good job with our sealed decks. I mean, there's probably still we could sit down for 2 more hours and redo them and see what we missed, what we could have done. But it's just one of those formats. There are tons of possibilities, and you got to make a decision and follow through with it.
Yeah, we looked at our pool and we were really unexcited. We were like, I don't know if this can really do it. But I think we definitely made the most of what we had, and we crushed most opponents. I mean, there was one round where we lost all 3 rounds. Other than that, we either 3-0'd or won very easily. So it was like, I felt like we did a lot with not a great pool, and I was happy to make it to the draft.
I think it's a real testament to the format that we had that particular finals. Those were 2 of the better teams in the room, I would say. You had
Absolutely.
Frank Scarin, GP Charlotte champion. Alec Nesson, I believe, has a GP top 8 as well.
He came in second recently.
Yeah,
right?
and recently in I think the one Brock Parker won, if I recall. Yeah, Pittsburgh. And Joe Demestra, new to the Pro Tour, but has had a couple strong finishes.
Yep.
So and the other top 4 players were good. A lot of people near the top of the standings. You guys were up there all day. I know Costa and Shields were there for a while. Osip, Billy P, and P-Naps were there too. So the format definitely seems very tough, rewards skill-intensive play. We saw a lot of tricks going down over the course of those finals.
Oh, yeah.
Some impressive cards, some a little more awkward. Furious Resistance showed up.
That's something that people may, a lot of people don't have exposure to the 3-on-3 draft format, 3-on-3 booster draft format. The decks as a whole are just weaker.
Yep.
First of all, a 6-man draft has weaker decks than an 8-man draft anyway. And when you're playing this format, the format is set up in such a way that it's in your best interest to do a lot of defensive drafting or try to be in the colors of the person you're passing to. And that also is just another thing that creates a weaker card pool for individual players and weaker decks in turn.
Yep.
Yeah. In general, especially in a format that favors multicolored decks, that's even more important because you can actually, just audible into the cards you hate a lot of the
Exactly.
time. It's very potent.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a long tournament, possibly our longest of all time. To be totally honest, that might be true. So I will go ahead and release you. You may flee. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to the booth with Gerard and Cedric, and they'll close out the tournament.